offer you perils and surprises that will involve sudden tram movement, loud noises, and the possibility of getting wet. So be prepared. Today you'll not only see and hear the world of movie making, you'll feel it. Enjoy your stay here at Universal Studios Hollywood.
That is what's left.
Also off to my side, beyond that bright green wall, well, that's the most spine-tingling adventure. And over that interior building, inside all these buildings you're looking at on the Chuck's side of the trail, these are some of our 35 sound stages. Now we use the sound stages because they are 98% soundproof and they give us optimum control over the weather and lighting for a scene. Most recently, inside some of our sound stages, we finished up 2 new movies that are going to be in theaters pretty soon. One's entitled Primary Colors, that stars John Travolta, Billy Bob Thornton, and Emma Thompson. That'll be in theaters March 20th. Then our other new movie will be out next month. That's entitled Mercury Rising. It stars Bruce Willis and Alec Baldwin. Make sure you check it out in April. And if you take a look over to my side of the tram, you're going to see our oldest soundstage here on the lot. This is soundstage number 28. Inside of soundstage 28, we house the original sets from the silent film classic The Phantom of the Opera, starring Lon Chaney. Now those sets are control sequences for Universal's Apollo 13, starring Tom Hanks, Bill Paxton, and Kevin Bacon. Now Apollo 13 is just one of the great movies Universal's brought to you over the years. But you know what? We bring you some great television shows as well. For example, we're the ones that bring you the Emmy Award-winning outstanding drama series Law and Order, starring Jerry Orbach and Sam Waterston. We also bring you Fox's New York Undercover, as well as Xena, Warrior Princess, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and in conjunction with the Brillstein Gray Corporation, we're bringing such hit sitcoms as News Radio, starring Dave Com Coach, starring Craig T. Nelson, Shelley Fabre, and Jerry Van Dyke. Building. This is building number 480. It's our technical building. It's where we build all those great sets and props that you see in the motion pictures and television series. On the top floor of building 480, that's where all the art directors and scenic designers sit. They draft all the plans for the sets, then pass them on down to the lower level, which is where they get built. And it was in building 480 that we constructed the kit car for the television series Knight Riders. Backside, you'll see a very famous bungalow. That's going to be bungalow number 105, and that was the original production bungalow for Alfred Hitchcock when he first started work here at Universal. Currently, those bungalows are being rented out to production companies that are filming right here on the lot. And one of the companies that works here is Foreign Television, traveling along San Francisco Street. It's home to a lot of classic television series over the years, such as McMillan and Wife and Ironside, starring Raymond Burr. As you're around the corner, keep a look over to my side, you'll see another one of our metropolitan streets. This is going to be Brownstone Street. You've seen it in a lot of great productions, including portions of Stephen Bochco's NYPD Blue, and in portions of 20th Century Fox's Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Hey Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough roads to get up to 88. Roads? Well, we don't need roads.
That's right, because we can't get up to 88 miles per hour, but you know what? That's what Marty McFly did. He drove along this road right here to hit 88 to bring him back in 1985. He was up on that clock tower over to Chuck's side of the tram that propelled him back to the future. This is our Courthouse Square area. Most of you will remember it as Hill Valley from the very popular Back to the Future series. But you know what? You can see Courthouse Square in a lot of great productions besides Back to the Future. You can see it in Universal's Academy Award-winning motion picture, The Nutty Professor, starring Eddie Murphy, as well as Paramount's Escape from L.A., starring Kurt Russell. And you can see it in another one of our metropolitan streets. This is going to be New York Street. You'll have a great photo op off to my side of the tram. These sets at that time. Let me tell you that they are designed for exterior filming only, and sometimes we need a little more control over the weather and lighting for a scene. That's when we'll build entire portions of a city inside one of our many sound stages. That's exactly what's on the sound stage that's just ahead of us. So break out those cameras, we're going to go inside and take a look around. Here we go.
Police admit that they are powerless to stop the enraged beast. Military units are rushing to the scene. The beast was last sighted near the 200 block Old Fulton Avenue. We now go to live coverage on the scene with our helicopter reporter, Kelly King. Kelly.
We're now hovering above the wreckage of a crushed L train. The helicopter beside us is searching for... Wait! There's a tram load of people down there. We've got to go down and warn them. Attention, people on the tram. You are
airport cars are still stuck on the bridge. Hey, folks, you just gotta hold on and remain seated until we get you out of there. Production company here on the lot, Universal. But you know, that's not very uncommon. Tom Selleck and Dan Aykroyd have all had production companies here at Universal at one time or another. Alright folks, I told you we were going to do it. Right now we are. We're headed back down New York Street to take a closer look at some of these sets. Now New York Street is one of the busiest sections here on the lot. There's lots for me to tell you about it. Hopefully a couple of you remember these sets from 20th Century Fox's Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, as well as Warner Brothers' Batman and Robin, starring George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell. You can also see our New York Street sets in 2 new DreamWorks films. One's entitled The Peacemaker. That stars George Clooney and Nicole Kidman. The other one's in theaters right now. It's entitled Mouse Hunt. It stars Nathan Lane and Lee Evans, and that was filmed right out here on New York Street. Most recently, New York Street is known to 2 television series, as a matter of fact. 2 weeks ago, we were home to the CBS television series Michael Hayes, that stars David Caruso. It airs on CBS. And just a couple of days ago, the ABC television series The Practice, starring Dylan McDermott and Laura Flynn Boyle, is out here on New York Street filming, so keep an eye out for our New York Street sets in both those films. Now, we do call this area New York Street, but we don't have to make it look like New York. We can make it look like any metropolitan city that we want. For example, New York Street was decorated to look like old Chicago for the Academy Award-winning Best Picture, The Sting, starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman. New York Street was also decorated to look like old London for Bram Stoker's Dracula from Columbia Pictures. That starred Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder. Now, unfortunately, back in 1990, we did have a fire here on the back lot. It did burn down a lot of those facades that you're looking at, but they were rebuilt to their original specifications with the help of director Steve. Our New York Street sets, some of the newest sets here on the lot. But I thought I just saw someone fall in the water down there. Might not be a good idea. Hey, Chuck, do you think we take the back road maybe around the bridge? Because I think I saw someone splash down there in the water. It's what? Mudslide what? Wait, it's closed. Wait a second, hold on. Well, we don't have reverse on the trams either. They fixed it? Are you... Okay. Yeah, you know what, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I go across this bridge every day and